Any bibia enye baako so epi school asem na se mo amhwe Facebook so wasori gina wa page anensa
about the chairman general
o se ben ko ho si mi fi ho na ebe.
That's a good one. Yes, o ka se men ko si mi fi ho na ebe needing the Salam Mustafa or your National Youth Organizer New Patriotic Party NPP. Salam
Chamajana
Boko de
Nyame adom Boko
metimu se ujira na so
papa
Bako de oya branch so onya branch sa but oya Boko o padison too much.
Chamajana
Yes sir. Your friend is smart sapon oya professor Ewo Kumasi Technical University oya director of Institute of Research Innovation and Development IRID Ewo KSTU enu mama channel pay
yeah
Chamajana
Joseph
Boko de
nice one we have a call
na Salam
Chamajana
mete onka say yes we say we shall resist nam say ye
akoya na ade ni
we shall resist na other na politicians person abro for no sir
Chamajana me chawe cha etiefo nyina
yeah Joso
me chobia spirit ne ba na you know hum no esi from basana
beshi no
we dey beshi beshi is different but we know hum no ba from but all is in the spirit of ejuma no etoda enyina ye peniyi
ampa
so once in a while no let's give ourselves a reminder say ye peniyi ni nti ye nye ni yi because sanko ya then the results we want to know and sure na ya nya sa I think say yanko cho edin here it shouldn't bring any problem. It shouldn't bring tension. It shouldn't bring name calling. It shouldn't bring any way is in cahoot with way untro adada you know na ye di nipa any monyam nipa din etwi form say no I don't think it augurs well for our democracy. Me a trainer of trainers program kakra across the country. Inti minimum you know former juma kakra. I was picking up one or two feedback. Inti some of the things I picked, you know, and you know yanum die omusubai yenyina ni mokrom ha. I thought say it's fair that you know some caution is given. Say mamum be ye madie no biom musubai no mamu be dedi in this process mama dia no enkoso nwano memunu we omba be churo mudin we don't need to introduce them to the political atmosphere with you know such ugly occurrences na mope chaos mope say so it was just a word of caution say yema ade no koyi na yentro dino these young people who have just turned 18 and now adults cry for one reason or the other or meant me and in the last process in 2020 so omanya akonya akochiro mudin and that should be it. But I don't see why a common process should degenerate and cause a lot of problems. Chairman General, even though me bebuno don frɛ for any share or and all that, you know, but I'm a peace-loving person.
Really?
Because we all thrive in peace. Yes, Chairman General. We all thrive in peace. Macau as some way so many things. Many permanent residents of Krobia or
Debbie.
Many mini citizenship of any other country in this world. Enti mini baby ako. Ha, Ghana hankwa na meet me atena. And Prof, Chairman General.
Yes sir.
Nyame chadie. Ama man kesi a ewia ewo ewiase we mu. Manya konya atukwan akohobi. Manya kwan atukwan akohobi. And I haven't gone anywhere in this world. I have felt so free and comfortable like Ghana. I say it all the time.
Protozoa also said we shall resist. It's in our national anthem.
Pro. Yeah, I mean, the Protozoa, chief of staff at the police. Or chief of staff office.
Yeah.
So, our presidency, Ghana man Penini, Nanado Danko Kufuado, Niabedi Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And
help us to read
the oppressors. The way the opposition oppressors, they should remain in the opposition like that. Because Oman Penini at Kokrokoo, Boa Akosro. Ya don't say, hey, Omuntiasie. And a press conference and
when you say Minyayan come through Bia Yanumo.
You
When you say Yanum can be very derogatory, almost insulting. It would be Nana has your because Nana has your jury diaba. I say salam. Very fine guy, but small problem.
Tell him that he should keep it there. Can say I'll come for compulsory arbitration.
Yeah.
Nyamicha so far. First 2 days, Akoye.
Baba no so says here. You see, Ebusuafo bi ewo Teshi Chwiblow. You see, I pay Auntie Joyce. Mr. McLean, Agi Freitall. Hey, Eddie Beno. Agi Freitall. Auntie Joyce, Mr. McLean, Mwa Teshi Tribla, Mutiano Penina, Ichiamo, Ewo Kokrokoo Jumediano, so Ewo Peace 104.3. And obviously, my sweetheart. Hey. My sweetheart, Ekuya Bwediwa Amo Yaboa. It's your 40th today, so welcome to old age. Ekuya Bwediwa Amo Yaboa. Happy 40th. We wish you love, best wishes, and God's blessings from your sweetheart to you. Have a good celebration. Ekuya Bwediwa Amo Yaboa. And let me also say a very happy birthday to my troublesome sweetheart, Lieutenant Colonel Gloria Adai. Hope you have a beautiful day as well. I can't make remember what to a Teshi Triblow. No, call what to a Teshi Triblow, living in one anya fair. I'm a bang. Auntie Joyce, Mr. McLean, can I give Freitall? Can many may your Jeff one anya fair living there? We say, hey, why you did do free shout out this morning? I did do free shout outs. And then to you, Leslie in Zurich. Hey, you do Teshi Triblow, I could be Geneva. Leslie in Zurich in Switzerland. Good morning, Leslie. Have a beautiful day. Thank you very much for listening to us live all the way in Switzerland. Me wo bakubi me fentremu waha na afedie me mrambetie Salam Mustafa. Dr. Bafo Ankoma Tutu wenya ne baby cop. Na busuafo nyina ne yere ne ma say mo ambe jama mo yeda mo ase papa mo na munim no a dentist emre atwem na ne practice our asylum down. Dr. Bafo Ankoma Tutu wenya ne baby ko ne yere ne ma ne busuanya say ye nam nyina ase mo ambe jama mra ye pe baby pa ama ye papa ye kunu ye nia Dr. Bafo Ankoma Tutu our Ghana Police Church. Ye pe baby pamana dan mo ambe jama mo nyina na se kese e ma mo nyina nti Dr. Bafo Ankoma Tutu, may he find rest forever. Somebody say amen.
Amen.
Peace 104.3 inti yanko churi di limited voter registration and no na aye nia aye Salam osina edian
Ciao, Jana.
Mebo, obi say me free shout out there to Victoria and Benedicta of Excel Home Needs at Oyarifa. So good morning to you, Victoria and Benedicta of Excel Home Needs at Oyarifa. Munina ichama no pay. Yes, Salam.
Ciao, Jana.
Yes, sir.
Over Ghana Constitution, Mrampong, Electoral Commission, and Mrampono, Amomu to me. Say, bibia about elections.
About
Omo ene shomasi. Enti ni nhyehyɛ ni processes ni nyinaa ɔmo ɛna ɔmo de ɛba abɔnten na yɛn a yɛyɛ stakeholders as political parties no yɛn nyinaa yɛ participate. Nti one of the cardinal responsibilities of electoral commission no the voters register mmara ma ɔmo kwan sɛ especially before district assembly elections, national elections ɔmo ntwerɛ din. It's in line with their constitution ama ɔmo kwan sɛ ɔmo nyɛ, and they have opened the space for limited registration exercise. Say the last time you throw din was in 2020. You compile the register no. You got to in December 2020. But you got to district assembly elections December 2023. Into effort say now on 2018 since the last time you throw din yamo makunya na yamo kwai now on metro mu din enka ho bi so that about one bar omoso ometimi ato enkan kra 2024 about one the national elections they partake as well. So a simple process.
Enti assembly any ho.
Debi omadwuma na omudi so. And we as stakeholders no, if you are minded, you prepare yourself towards the preparations and the work schedule the EC has brought. It's omo timetable ebaya no. Say you be registration on the 12th of September. Na you on the 2nd of October. Now I say parties no in share as political parties run through your structure and ensure say a form ho multi identify nyoma qualified to register na mabuomo na omako register chamajana how bia the registration process edibeba bia no party bia fembi any party bakonkwa ena the difficulties affect. The difficulty doesn't ask color ben ena mean to me how more either blue and green they be across board ubiquitous. It shouldn't be the case say party bako die tem biano easy any monyam enko form. Let's attack everything and bia social media, so in fact even mainstream media just last week even most part of this week now Ghana Bar Association and a world chopping board also yes to power musa and the Kokrokoo board so from Kokrokoo board easy so we attack
Kokrokoo board no me say
now Jamajana is that what Amanyo Semno is? I don't think so. That because you are in opposition, the opposition must talk into Biano is bad because you are not in charge. It cannot be the case. The Electoral Commission said, for one or two reasons, we are limiting the registration to district centers. Whether we agree or not is a different matter. Chawajana, whether we agree or not, because it presents real difficulties for everybody. And no, we don't run away from it as political party. Say, over Miami constituency, Tamale South. It starts from Adulbiliyele. That's the entrance of Tamale. All the way to almost we share border with Salaga North. The last community is called Iyapala. Chamajana is a stretch of, I'm sure, about 80 to 100 kilometers. It's constituency no super. It is to Obiwo, the last point of the constituency. Now, Obeba District Center, Ewa Tamale, distance home, it presents difficulty that we have to arrange transportation and all that for them. But the EC has given explanation as to why they think, say, we should do it at the district, offices.
And I thought assume.
We are partakers. You get the point. Say, and yet by force, a certain decree that at every election MPP must partake in it. and NDC and CPP and PNC and yet a shabby a daho say by all means no this party must partake in this election. There be 1992 when we felt that the processes was not fair. One of the elections we boycotted, which is part of
that was
the democracy.
Presidential.
Yeah, the presidential. Yeah, boycott too. Yeah, after the parliamentary, and we came and wrote the stolen verdict. You know, but it didn't take away the life of the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission has lived on from that period till this very moment. I'm a prof, yes. So a shabi and a daho. So we shouldn't make it look as if na you dictate to EC senior almost be you mejuma. Chamajana. As a mouse, when you give a mouse a glass of milk, it will certainly ask for a place of cheese. So we should be careful. Democracy, how we want it to be. We shouldn't be extremely antagonistic to the institutions that guarantee us the democracy that we are seeing. We shouldn't take it for granted at all. Yeah. What happened in America on January 6th taught me a very huge lesson. Say no country in this world is immune to political violence, especially electoral in nature. Say about me see America, who pride themselves at the citadel of democracy, said there's an assault on the institutions of democracy. Then no country is immune, and that's why Nurechi also, one of the sister stations, FM, and I granted an interview, and I said that collectively, let's all ensure that we all protect the sanctity of the democracy we have. If we cause problems for ourselves, and usually the refrain from some of our opponents, and there will be chaos, there will be fire and brimstone, and I say it doesn't help anybody.
And also the account we shall resist.
It is a civic duty. It's a patriotic duty. Say man before be we should stand up to them. Send your make hard that prof. Mini baby ako. Be family it's better we live here, and thrive in our country. Better we live here in peace. In peace. And I've said time without number, as a young person in this country, being a youth activist, the youth of this country deserve, especially this period, the youth of this country, we deserve to be bequeathed with a tranquil country that our forefathers gave to the current leadership. The same leadership should leave a country of peace and tranquility for us to also come and give to the next generation. And that's what would ensure sustenance of the country Ghana. But it's a before mindset, and a time bia, yes say, yen chinipa any monyam enko form, yen say nipa din embo bia. The Electoral Commission we have today, the glory of it will not change just by the fact that one party has won and and come into office because they are in opposition and fighting to come into office. Then all of a sudden, after all the attacks, the repost will change about them. I don't think so. The people who are manning the EC have always been there. They will always be there. The institution will live on until time comes to an end.
I hear
and
you.
As far as we continue to subscribe to the tenets of democracy, these institutions would live, and that is why we shouldn't destroy them.
Right, I'll come back to you very shortly, and then you can add your Kokrokoo bit. But this one says, I thought Professor Smart Sapon was in your studio yesterday with Kokrokoo. So I'm confused. He's there again today. P. Graham. Yeah, P. Graham. I brought Smart Sapon back into the studio. I didn't want him to go to Kumasi yet, so I brought him back. When you Kumasi, Machina Baha Anope. Farouk in Tema says, shout out to Commander Salam for me. Oh, he's a commander. No wonder he's resisting. Apia J in Sunyai says, Esiedun Ketia has been in a political space for a very long time. Yet when it comes to electoral matters, he behaves as if he's just arrived in Ghana. How can the chairman of a party like the NDC accuse the Electoral Commission of sending or deliberately sending malfunctioning machines to their strongholds? Chairman General, before the 2008 elections, 22 constituencies were created, but the MPP won in fewer than the NDC. A Sierra Kitia cannot predetermine who someone will vote for. APJ in Sunyai. Chairman General, one cocoa price announcement. See how the NDC has panicked. Good news for the farmers. We thank government. Gasti man in Brekum. What is this much ado about nothing in connection with the register? Kwame, don't the parties and MPs bust their members to vote during the elections? Why should it be the EC that should bear that cost? Kwame in Adenta. Chairman General, good morning. I believe we have all learned from the EC that this registration is limited until next year, when they will have another 8 months registration at your doorstep. Why lambast the EC? Let's be reasonable. Uncle Spy in Takrade brings the time to 9 minutes to 10 o'clock in the morning. And then, Salam Twaso.
For me, no, me susie. Our opponents are preparing the grounds to, as it were, they know that they will not win. And they are looking for all the excuses to give to their followers. That's how I see it. Because just, Chairman General, on the first day of registration, now, and this is a press conference, and the EC and MPP are in cahoots. Canana and almost faulty machines. And I call Chairman General, machine edaho. How do you know say machine will air faulty? But in some of our strongholds, Makasa, they have also complained about some of the machines. So, in the network, slow for some time. Now registration, slow kakra. Should we also come out to complain?
Say easier shedder.
Say easier shedder. But this is in our stronghold. But we haven't complained. We are working, according to the dictates of the provisions that have been made. So I think that it has become one too many. And the last time, but I think NDC for so too much. And if we don't begin to reprimand them, this behavior will continue to deepen. It is a democracy. Opinions are tolerated. Opinions are needed. But where it is deliberate and malicious, then it becomes a problem. Because then you have made it a deliberate strategy. Say, Modiano, Mobe Seno, because you are not in charge. But anyway, those who need help to register, get them register. And yeah, can say challenge from some I also was going like this. Dumelo Sam Crawford from Dio Hefa Edom Bahosa. They should come and register.
Are you suggesting say Omunteho? That's an allegation you may not be able to prove. At this point, my friend say ayatism.
You cannot say, but say, you from no. We understand the job.
But to me from the radio, so John Dumelo nyo oyenye.
But you see the buses coming.
It doesn't mean John Dumelo brought them.
It's coming. Me call round. One of these days, young call round kakra. Then you see, senior. AC call form because you can see deliberately say way it is from this section, way is from that section, and it is fair and well enough. So as to why they will continuously bastardize the Electoral Commission, media so, and I still cannot come into terms with the mental thinking that is going into it. I think that it is getting one too many, and it should be stopped. We are not saying that in the NPP, whatever the EC does, we support them. We have our own difficulties and reservations. We have. But we won't say Chinchinano, it should go our way. 2015, Chairman General said, okay, demonstration will come high, Bibia say Charlotte or say, on throw the info from if we say register, you call 2012 election, not register in yet. When she didn't listen. You call Let My Vote Count demonstration. I was one of the organizers of Let My Vote Count demonstration.
Yeah, boom.
And I boy. Mister, the I bono pa say me dream one mean tia Gabi Asad Ocheda.
Yeah, bono pa.
Yeah, who Gabi pa we ye dim no. Me see the Kudalo was on the street on the road. I think Gabio. Chama jana. Yes. But we didn't say that the EC is a monstrous institution. The picture that our friends, opponents are trying to create of the EC, and I don't think being the bastions of our democracy, it helps to take them to the cleaners.
Is it not
the level
interesting,
of
sir? They be more a opposition. EC, yeah. Mobile Bemwa EC. Quite interesting, isn't it?
I'm not saying that the EC cannot be criticized. I have said on this platform, say we are not also comfortable with some of the Nyamana Electoral Commission because I also feel that it puts all of us on the pensive mood. Because say you make already about Miami constituency, Tamale South, you could people from the other end of the constituency to the center to register. It's a whole logistical, nightmare. But that is near Electoral Commission. Edia to akwemu say political parties mundi suna yanko because yen ena mrano ema yetumi say yen share mra for abattoir in this country. So well and good. I think so far the first 2 days, one or two places I have gone. Turnout has been very high, very very high.
But there are places that reported that turnout is very low.
Okay, then
yes, baby. Also,
I haven't come across such yet. Most of the places I've been to, I've seen young people, and I felt happy. So many people turning out to register, and calls are made across the regions. So same. Me program we are Messi form me call here monitoring in some parts of the capital.
Oh, a politician person beside be if me call Professor Smart Sapon so your constitution they be I can say here constitutional reforms. Now one of the major problems on Ipani can say how is it possible say an actor in the game or a player in the game gets to choose the referee? You share all electoral commission penny form with anymore. From my interim national electoral commissioner, Justice Josiah Foriboating,
yes,
no President Rollins Uri and President Rollins appointed Afarijan. And Afarijan by all the way through President Kufwa, Bedi, GM, President Mills, GM by on Afarijan area in Ejuma, and GM appointed Charlotte say. And Nanado Baya Charlotte say a free honum. Nanado now appointed Jean Mensa. How is it possible to say player na appointed referee? A be a nina account and a GDA you what am I electoral commission in you? What do you say?
Well, it's I don't see it from that angle. My perspective is different, Kakra.
No problem.
From 1992. The very first commissioner, President Rollins, Amen. Say Ombedi Electoral Commission enim. Elections are 1992, 1996, 2000. It was Alfarijan who declared for the new Patriotic Party President Kufuor. And the same Alfarijan declared for NDC in 2008. So a electoral commission, it is a commission and not a representative of an individual. It is an institution.
Like I say, when you say institution and not Charlotte Semo Brunosan, did you know it was an institution? Did you know she was not a representative?
Okay to criticize.
No.
It's okay.
Did you know it was not okay to? Now when you say on your representative of anybody but of an institution?
I have said it here. Say criticisms are welcomed. Nobody is above criticism.
Sometimes it goes beyond criticism. It goes to insults.
Nobody is above criticism.
Denigration. And someone mo kafa Charlotte say home. Me manu edrumi ntimi kan bi wa ha. Ama mpanyinfo bi e MPP mo kan sem ya fa no. So it was no longer criticizing her work, but insulting her, denigrating her. And I maybe say, Ebia, your constitution, and the man who to me some man penny in the Ebia and Kentisa, in Kebia, Charlotte said as electoral commissioner. Because Jean Mensah to say, NDC for Nyomode Yano, Shinanim, Dinata, Kansam Fano. What's the wife to me? Yes, Commander Youth.
There's something I say all the time.
Me too.
Ghana, we have one of the most transparent electoral process. Unlike other countries where more mailing ballots and so on and so forth, Ghana yen na ko saline anapa na ya to aba enyumbre na ye bia daka no na ye hwe ballots nyina ato table so na ya sort na ya count na ya declare no bia anya na results ye ke say chama jana say see media kra collect results and omunyom results and sana electoral commission kra ewie omu national tally. So by the time electoral commission be declare no, media houses have already called the election. So it cannot be say an individual is capable of changing the entire results. That one I've always believed. There are other tangentials that we may agree or disagree. For instance, the register is a major issue. It is a 2012 year court. And we could prove beyond reasonable doubt that the register was faulty because EC at the time virtually presented 3 different registers, and we kept asking them, "Inti register Benny and Namodibe conducted the next election because you have invariably presented 3 different elections, and the entire process, in the entire duration, the court case lasted." And a prof Meboa say you okay. And that is true. It was on that basis we said, and yeah, to bring all the matters to rest. Voters register for that every stakeholder would have confidence in. Also, there be omuntie, demonstrations. We said okay. Since the Supreme Court has told us that elections are won at the police stations, police stations. So that's where we brought in one of the most advanced collation systems in this country. And within 6 hours after polls, the MPP had collated our results. So by 12, thereabout, we knew that we had won the 2016 election. Because we took the lessons inherent.
Okay, let's come back to the current registration. Not Minko Prof. So
I think that so far, so good. The next 3rd day, let's all go out. Let's encourage young people. They're already 18. No,
Munko EC office, Munko
EC office.
I'll come back to you now. O'Neill Amponsa in Amsterdam says, I think instead of the NDC complaining incessantly about the registration, I advise they encourage these young people within their struggles to get involved. I also wonder why they are worried about the price increase in cocoa, which was announced recently. The least expected incremental jump. Kwame, the team paying them keke. O'Neill Amponsa in Amsterdam. And then this one says, I wonder why the NDC always criticizes all institutions. Only a bad worker fights with his tools. Or Deshi Ajabeng in Hacho. But could be a free Yakubu Ho or say, or your coordinator wo Okponglo MSA me who baby akwa could PCC. I'll say Kwame, please don't argue with Salam. John Dumelo is busing people from Likpe in South to register them here. Some don't even speak one local language. Our youth organizer is on the ground. I'm the Okponglo electoral area coordinator, Yakubu. Well, and then Monsem Keka. Kwame, good morning. People in government always have short memories. Listening to Salam, I've laughed, sir. When they were in opposition, NDC communicators speak for EC when they are in power. NPP communicators speak for EC when they are in power. The cycle will continue until our constitution needs urgent independent review. Yao B sends that one in. Prof. Brem.
Good. Chairman General, that's pa.
Amen.
Esa chia ebusuafo agimre 80 on mo hwe ye nyina so ye mo bibia achi.
Ye danyame ase.
Good. Two issues, Kokrokoo na EC.
Yes.
Nti ye be fiase with the EC. Good. Me position is very simple on the matter. Me we are na ma score me nua Salam ne charging. Me position on the matter is very simple.
Yeah.
Parties ni me know structures. In fact, parties na aka ni nyina but niti through MPP ni NDC. Omo structures bia if reform and a basro. Until omo each polling station about 37,000 polling stations no. Omo nipa numu a all the polling station na polling station is a very small place. Statistics no enumeration area. It's just about a place where not more than where register no more active people there no. The highest is in somewhere I can check. Only one constituency polling station has the highest and it is 780 something.
Yeah, you cannot get more.
Into 780 something down. Ebi kra o honum ebia nipa 300 bi pe neto aba o honum and it's a polling station. Nti e de nipa num bi atena ho say monhwehwe na de bia no mon keep the place for the party. NDC will be, MPP will be. And we are no aba ebia one person is supervising the entire electoral area. Made up of ebia some polling stations, a number of polling stations. Now back constituency no. Yeah, you can have 4 or 5, you can have a certain idea na waba constituency ni nyina nti structure no hyehyɛ ya omudi agu akwan mu no ankasa ye adwuma yie pa so omutimi nya full control over the grounds nti enei senka yisi for activity ye nu a anka da adwuma pa na anka polling station executives for no nkomu ye branch executives for no then na eneye kasa pa anka omu ye ward coordinators, electoral area coordinators, the Juma Pa Nankamoye. And Tisabio, a Juma Nibini. That has always been my position. A Juma no, a BNE. So also a branch executive and I say police station executive Wajuma Nye. Nipa 500 to 700 newo area hono. Shishimusha say Omumwa Hena and Neyeka say Omu qualified to register. Me sure say the biggest polling station here 780 something nekrano nipa qualified to register bedu 100 because register no ho a growth rate 2.34 no o dey extrapolate here I am not sure 2.4% of 700 krabedu 100 inte juma ne shada anya juma kase only that polling station for any branch executives for NDC MPP executives are more polling stations or no you are not ready to work.
Omaya akwadro.
Yes, akwadro sem na abem. Akwadro sem na abem. Odi sika sem ne to nche sika sem kwa dem mpese me call because yes status here to abasisi here ya. The benya basa obi a sponsor e free Kumasi. Akonof. Enti enye sika sem de u free one end of the conference.
Ambenya obi a sponsor stream.
Ako stream.
Lecturer Salam Mustafa Nebesa.
So it's not possible that on election day, free buses will be moving from here to all parts of the country, Chairman General. Western region, 4 line Daha, Central Daha, Eastern Daha, Ebekwa Kwapa East Upper West from Accra, free of charge. He has to be voters card aberage to Bakotuaba. Enti Sebe says that long distance crowd between a year, one end of the constituency to the other end of the center to district capital and Nasem Way capital. No. Enye BBNT ebia laziness or mo pese mo ha yisi na dua keke one of those things. Why don't you wait? If you want to mean there near train mass registration is starting next year. Say no what train no register. This is a small window opened just to update the register. You say wa pay or be a person you be just update the register. This is not towards the general election. Parties no more jumanie except mo pese mo ye lazy. And yes polling station executive branch executive change fie ni fie bi say obi aso registration na so aso a compile sa list no frewo electoral area coordinator polling station have many nipa do yeah then yakọ center where I register okay my friend chairman na electoral area coordinator friend chairman polling station say do na shema say no we nya enum we nya nsia we nya say mo me empeka ba ako near for Munko, near her, so many register, near Sadumaba. Why do you wait to do this on election day? The process to election day na started. Tibunya sad ni biama monfefo moncrofo for more. Baby na kra willfully will go and register. But se bimo osika challenges and then une here wo. Say be mutu abana mutu mau. How many of the people who vote for these parties will ever become the positions and ministers and then ya omuye. Inti say be ye boamo. Inti munya manjuma na mu the laziness near in the be there. Ninjina mu na yisi na ho akere no. So please, the process has been open to all. Menye sure say baby on my dem ratu ho say mema NDC form register na mema PP form register.
But almost say yeah the
40
machines are called almost strongholds. How about that?
A old style, a very old method that political parties na use. Very, very old.
Tricking the book.
Until all participating in the process who be enya. Call the agent responsible. You see, never hano machine no anyejuma or chance or anyejuma.
But what if Senior Moka ECG a shedda?
You see, anyway, but I have every confidence in the EC say on shedda set for a certain place or the 40 machine echo na baby dear or the machine papa nako. Say BB says here. They know what to do. Omunomu ear politics, omunomu DNM. They know what to do. And mra ene Dr. Kokrokoo Kasano. Chamalote Jacobs mano a very good insight as to how the cases can be speed by the course. And my honor call me by will show you also say the Chief Justice is willing to create a special court for him in dealing with environmental AD. They know what to do. Why not pana miami offer a say doing ketia na say any executive of the NDC afa phone be friend we isi obeka say ompeki. Say work kweku na say bossman na say mpenifo Madam Jean cry oh I say doing ketia call pa ka say or the ina to I don't know but Nejuma no there he should be available for these people. Problem ba mesremo mama isi asonte. Ebi as isi ya complaining to isi anya ho hwe dia na fe ya nya case ayeka. But from the word go start to say who throw those things in there. Let's say business as usual. Me be in temper say the early 96 more near says I used to know like I don't know on penny ku form na omu bo is no afrejan adi. Ebe dan yen so no ye tinsem bebre so free NDC ho. For me it's a very old style. Yeah, just to hang the dog and give it a bad name. And yes, idea. Be coaching process in where you know what to do, you know who to complain to. 40 machines, yatiabre, obstructing the registration process at some areas. I feel say a stronghold. Senior yatiabre. Why would anybody read meaning say? Well, because if a Ghana card bra for registration, then it means or person we are abem. As if Ghana card no your uncrophobia mum kwaso mum register no mum so e see mum kwaso mum register. For me it's an old style. And I think say we must begin to adapt modern way of doing things. Modern way of doing politics need be say. Play along with the system but outsmart the system.
Play along with the system but outsmart the system.
Cycling race, Tour de France in South one. You don't have to start by trying to lead. Would the bicycle next year or not a lot of the opposing wind ni be mount or no bejia be na home yasa. Towards the last lap now they sign home. Maka wa few days super na make be say 2024 any of the two political parties can win but ni obe win no ni obe very smart. It is the smartest party. Ni obe kasa about everything. It's not the one who complain about everything of the process. It's not about the say mu complaining no mu hear something smart at the backstage you say are perfect. You be also the kasa no or the katakata no is not for hear something smart. Ghana card you be mu yes mu register so you na be register. Sometimes some of the tricks and these people are very experienced politicians. Who knows? Maybe one of those things. But we need 2024 and you're very smart. Follow the process. Participate fully in the process. I say Ghana card that quickly go and look for your people and help them to get the Ghana card. Yes, will be a danger. No abomodia, no abobo for na munyina mwa dai bintem. so that when they turn into Jata, they will not come and feed on you. Let them take these things and then work with it. But accusations are accusing ECD. Say as for who appointed the EC and the say no be any so man for EC need but I will be asked a question and I'm a dream who say nipa appointing nipa. Why ne be appointing nipa?
Ebia na ebetwa pekwan foforo so.
The kwan kro no be nipa free man na would the human factor be out.
Ebia be nipa free but ebia na nye player no na be appoint no.
But nipa no be agent of the player. You say nipa dey be a friend is a political animal. So Mami Jane Mensa.
Yes. Unim near Abama Dreams is here. O say enche bia na NDC for your mobile conference. After Dan Echo PMO. You know, he declared he has always been NDC.
Matisa says something no correct.
Okay, but going to that bar conference gives an indication.
Yes, he was invited on facilitation because of the experience.
Yeah. You know, so look, Obi, you're professional. Even say, sympathies, war party back in China. Say numbers no in favor one. Winning election is about numbers.
You see,
Obi me for number be amount abra one number. Yeah. It's not possible.
And my dream when say Obi say salam question and I'm dream say will there ever be a day appointment be when you nipa? Yeah, best system no good technology. I Samuel Ukuhoi national law
NLA.
Na system na one na plug be na baby nipa will be no. There will be some level of subjectivity, there will be some level of biases. But a nipa noa or baby adwuma na be prove beyond doubt said the systems have been allowed to work. Nanke be a registration. This is the position, but obaku bi wo yisi ho se chenchina me de fahadia no say nipa no ma ne biases no e lead no. But senye sa dia bra kwame nipa na be appointing nipa. The Chief Justice will have a family, he will have his own name opinion, but he has under circumstances the IGP will have family, people will think he is NDC, he is that, but please, Osheni uniform no one. We NDC ni na rough for betcho. We MPP no ye rough for betcho. Do you get it?
Account and who you bufu. IGP, why IGP chinchi?
Oh, that show, Ramame.
That's a nipa. Who's a will be son of probo? I know what you
Prof. Tell me, Jana.
Yes.
Your court 2013.
Yeah.
Interestingly, I think about 5 of the sitting judges were appointed by President Kufuor. And I'm a
yeah.
But I'm my MPP.
Yes. The presiding judge or 20 first one yes and first election 2012 and first election there court
2004 and Rojo Metonunu Mudi court.
The presiding no political affiliation
the court the justice is not gonna say on my penny be an MIS appointment in senior aquabane there.
Yes,
ye be ruliama ne party o man yesa they did a professional job.
Justice Atuguba the less than 3 minutes. A former parliamentary then of one of the political parties. Less than the other administer justice.
Away bus.
It was finished.
Mestre. Ninyina no ebia it is to generate conversation and all those things, but nipa de sebe say obi appointed nipa yemfa no say nyame na allow yes na faith gidi kire yen. Asofo enyina no nyame mfa telephone frɛ omumu bia o. But once they are called and ordained, we accept say nyame na establishing ahinie to media positions ni nyina free nyame. Let's give people in authority our support. Let's participate in the process led by people in authority. Baby achia no ne yaboa ne atene se ne usiesie ade a usiesie no obese say kama. You don't do it as if say unya crank ni ho. Any ho is ni ho anka ebede. Constitutionally they are supposed to omuba be supervise more political parties ya more internal elections in amamo. So please work with them.
Edu how do you
You see. So work with them. Work with them. You can never have a perfect human being, but under the circumstance you help them become perfect. And they say mummy nyina after the scoring Minia Salam make statements be. There was social media so my pick 3 key points free me. If I na 4 baba ko dey na him say or the support you see yakwa say we will watch him or be die or yeah if one day he happens to be at the other side of the table we will see his position on EC discussions but you see at them say or support EC no anesanti how they anchor scoring him or more than they are likely to change so I took that one out. After go out and register and able to media to the entire submission so and o come bia o babejina sa concept so nti no me man 50% half of the max that was what he intended to do until only 50% for that and na okoye ne niema no the first niema o ya at the max kakra o say NDC plan something evil akoka kan ho say nti me the report na Ghana police service mo ye hwehwemu a akobe score full marks on my side. Unfortunately, basically, minim say be akoyesa complain. Whenever anybody, you say when you see something, say something. When you
see something, say something.
Wakoti bibi sa ne be disturb the peace of the processor. The advice would have been say obe report case nama police. Yente any station of all the stations, new ones are IGP aketiaka hu say old ones no say they no report be that honum of the schemes that NDC is planning. Enti for me no no etene max kakra. And at the next point etene max we shall mass up to protect the now commander no charge it's allowed. It's allowed but please the agency and body cry this are to me now more so moon protecting lives and property. The Ghana Police Service. Yeah. Under no circumstance should any group, adult group or youth group mass up with the intention of going to protect lives and property. They are not charged. One only I don't know. Man ko hosi na kwa me honda me free be. Enti hono over 25 no. I think so onya zero. He is taking over the job of the police. They are supposed to protect lives and property. Please refer all such cases to the police. Yeah. And rumor now and so intel now and so no. I think it will help the discussion if Kadeka who say media no police for Mumuye investigation. Under the circumstance, I think he can score 60%, 40% in a day. They were unsubstantiated. Or charge it too much.
One of my you know, tell me I'm up to now aside. So wait there, and I appreciate it. Oh yes, I appreciate the advice and the tutelage. I appreciate it. Yeah. For some of the things, you know, you see the registration not jurisdictional. It is going to happen at district offices. Before the beginning of the process, me a trainer of trainers program, kakra across some of the regions. So, me courage now, me bisa a lot of questions, you know, to be appraised of your readiness for the process. And one of the issues security. You like it or not, your natural flashpoints. Of course. I can mention some on top of my head. So for those flashpoints, you know, I told them that make sure say the district, you know, security people are aware, because like it or not, some people come and tell you, oh, yeah, this is almost say. Look. If we're going to do electoral area by electoral area, my electoral area, people can bring children around 5 years, 6 years. No, we don't change. Say, register one. Nah. When you come to resist it,
Prof.
Idea better done,
Nah.
You know,
if you had not your reporters, your journalists, newsroom. Sisi oni hebio. Ya obi menu. Na editor of the publisher, an Ghanaian publisher. Also mu area na a church with you on. Obi menu was story bi pa na I kwa. Na omo area ho.
I see. That's right.
O jinu hu bi.
That's right.
So akujira no be no journalist
Gagaria. Debi.
Or report to na ono we dey me ya nkamu fro bi menu mam no anka na. Mo fro bi menu mam anka me to air no pay. No anka sa particular story no.
Yeah.
I say asha kwale ojira pa se we yakwala na. Imi ojira queue me so oba register. No hono ka kwa ne guy reporting you shan kwale pa na no report na a news ana election day no omba beto na o friend political parties omunyo na Odi enya na America but
Sabajan obi di sarelak no just lie so odi sarelak but here is so you know obetwa but
obi many years so
that is why look, this one I don't say it in favor of the EC. I say it in all sincerity and the sanctity of our democracy. Akola on the 18 na yedi omo abegina bontin na ye twa ntro so medru 18. So when the EC insists say let's use Ghana card,
that enuntia na omumpe Ghana card no bra kwa me enuntia because Ghana card stories no bra kwa mo
let's use Ghana card
obitimi ba
to ensure sanctity of the process. It's a very good thing. I find it difficult to understand why Chinchina and this frontiers here anything that has to do with giving the electoral process credibility, NDC stands against it. We share electoral reform be on my way mo. MPP and Adimo Akotene. Say from opaque ballot boxes to transparent ballot boxes. My first election, me too about I think was in 2004. 2004 and I to me first about. My ID card was black and white. Near me face, now black and white. They will change to a red background. He said, you can say, I think we are using blue background also. Yeah, so it means that the EC is making progress. And that is biometric. Biometric. So we are making progress gradually. And share your bedroom pempe so bia. It will even be electronic. That I can sit in my room and vote. Even student elections are electronic. Obiti ne hall na watu aba na yakan. So I think that our opponents should embrace progress. We have entered into the era of artificial intelligence. It will catch up with us.
Let's wait for it to catch up with us. Let me move on very quickly.
It is here already. It is here.
Let me move on and I'll come back. But Sasa says, tell my very good friend Smart Sapong that I agree with him that winning 2024 will be about how a smart party will outsmart the system. It's the reason why the MPP is going for the smart DMB, and we shall use our smart election collation machine to get our results on time in order not to blame the EC but rather jubilate over our victory 2024. And that's Sasa. Kwame, I don't support the idea of presidents having too much powers and must be stripped of such. Let's not forget that at every moment someone must be responsible and answerable to someone. That is what Professor Smart Sapon was talking about. I entreat all well-meaning Ghanaians and the Elephant family to get involved in the limited voter registration exercise to make Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia win 2024. Lamte King Rashid in Temagolf City. Gabi Asante in Budapest. Debiasa me confusing. Budapest here. Hungary. In Bucharest here, Romania. I always get it confused. Budapest is Hungary, Bucharest is Romania. Okay, so this is Budapest. Does the Electoral Commission realize that during the 2020 voter registration, many people could not register because of COVID-19? I was outside Ghana and wanted to come and register during the process couldn't get in because our airspace was closed. Because of this, it must be anticipated that more people will register in this registration window. And so electoral area registration will be helpful. Gabi, this is a window. The main thing will be done next year.
This is a limited registration exercise. It's limited.
Kwame, elections are a process, not an event. Even if the EC wants to do limited registration in only the headquarters in Accra, we, the MPP, will make sure our members who are 18 will go and register. Absolutely. It is possible. Baumia, too sure, too direct. Number 2. Master Planner Junior Kentampo, Jesse Boakon, Imam Probi. Good submission from Salam Mustafa, the youth organizer of the NPP. Thumbs up, Commander, from Jesse Boakon in Mamprobi. Salam, 3 minutes. Ose, a yini a day. Kuku near day. 3 minutes. Meteor, Ozagan. Line bang. Okay. Let me say, politicians. Ha! Line 1. What
Chama.
Hi. Can you come here or fire? Not just over report to be able.
Allah.
Over here, just saying.
Nyamiadum Chairman, be able for now, sir.
Nyamiadum, good to hear your voice again on Kokrokoo. Na Enkomodiuma na Mekai wa Simbi Ewo Srim. Na Ayabat will be a year 2016?
No, 2012.
2012.
Yeah.
Well, for us, some and some Kaimium.
Okay, we say, Chairman, so him, or more winning a first at Tamalino. Baby for a Abuabo. Now, Abuabona, Hoye, MPP stronghold, our Tamale. And it is a 1,000 a better about Omunim do on better Obama NDC. And Omunim, Omon better Obama MPP. And you know, 2012, me papa a presidential election, me papa election coverage. Me drew. It was the first place I went actually. Abu Hono. Chairman, we could drew home. Me Shankofano Mujina live. At that time, my daughter was about 8 or 7 years.
Wow, bad girl, it be 7, 8 years.
Yes. And me Shankofano Mujina live. No more. Omo Kotwaba. Me sure me bad now say another way there me buy say when you say omo. And we can show you and your friends my friend me that day I remember. And I'm been so back one chairman me cast every within minutes I come down to say hey offer be original say we free wa. I remember 2012 me only one report and then the next available flight from Tamale to Accra.
Away bus.
Back to center. But because Chairman, fortunately for me, not Enkrofon any say Nipa no year report in that was the only thing I say saving my bravo. And I think say one of the guys because campaign time, you know. Many friends, I think Dr. Bomia also echo. And one of them saw me. I was part of the media team as expected. You know, or no, and I say, or the motorbike. But I mean, say, say, Master, get on. And then I mean, so I say, straight to my hotel, and I come down to so that joining me hotel. Or I friend father, say father. But join yesterday, and I say father snow shoe for so will be back. Man, brother, or yeah, arrangement with. I think 2012 was it Antrak or African World? One of them. It was African World. Yeah. And then from there back to Accra. That was how it happened. It was just by the letter I asked, and they were telling me, say, I say, 2 places more or less within the Tamale Central constituency. Maybe a MPP for there, and over there, to use the word, they do anything that pleases them. And I be so NDC for there until horses on the air, and these are the issues.
Ain't line of not and colawum.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow, shout, but just a mabbe twaba.
Yeah, me share me bano. It was this one that I say was at that time now. Abena was about 6, 7 or 8 years. And me share the height. And then send you city, and I'm a shankrofo, James, and a shankrofo with the Abnapre in Chayamo. And it was based on that. I would say, my main fan too.
Senkola Tuaba.
Exactly. Senkola think it's a show more from the experience that I have as a parent and as a reporter. There, I mean, Jim is a shankrofo or Mwenya, your friends say 10 years grandpa to even think about say, will be in your 18 years.
Now, a honor now of fire, guys, so unquani journalist. Unquana unim journalism.
So, we are a reporter, don't know any MBA.
Yeah.
But this is not supposed to be the case.
But
it's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we are building the nation.
Yeah.
And at the look, it doesn't matter your persuasion or whatever. And I mean, if you cross the red light, it doesn't matter. So you're police, now, what you now cross the red light. And as I saw this morning somewhere around Fiesta Royale, I mean, the red light, that's on the police in the HM. I mean, it wasn't fair. But so, and so when I saw it, it was like, hey, no, this thing should not be entertained.
Well, if I no pay Yakasani, I feel, and I'm see, I mean, Kasa story, wow, the come awesome. Now, make us area, no pa, Father Dixon say. Charlie. Mummy Charlie, they go beat you. And they
as a father, the other hope for us say, yes, me and that may center of it, me sure right. But I say every second be I know after every second say nah. That is a call in 2005. Kofodia Elder Hotel.
Yeah.
And a former minority leader, Harry Dusi, then you organize a report to say, this is my report to say, Nipa phone, who has said, my goodness, myself, something, Pasiajiman, and a Manapoli. You might have seen Charlie will be known to me. Because now a father said that despite here, you may hear through opera for us because of report near Badintino. Because we were reporting the tension and everything, and then Harry Dusi making that
comment, yeah.
Hey, Chairman, so because you had to take Adom FM for my jacket, and I had to take Joy FM, and Samson had to find a way. But in the end, I mean, but as a reporter, you go through some of these challenges. So you, and yeah, sorry, them, no matter what, I can say, the BBC, the BBC, who you be a same crowd, Canada,
yeah,
who be the work. So, these things, it will happen so long as you continue to report, and we should just brace ourselves for it.
Well, Fire, thanks for your time. At least one man insight into reporting and journalism. Because if you say better, but they don't know the challenges that go back door. Yes, Jumawi. Yeah, that's your pay. Okay. Yeah, well, being men no a reporter with fear now. That's the way. FM. Near home, yes, yeah, but me the eternity meaning pa. So the only said
constituency na meaning constituency. Tawajana say who ko challenge obi ba wow we say akola no he's not of age you know. Na papa na bisa say when na wo no me makola me la ba say o register me say we D18 who say o D18 when na wo no na me wo akola na wo ho
yes
which make a BBU because o just say you know we D18 so there's virtually that you can that is why
and it's that Ghana card
is consequential because who could dintro at that stage Samajana by the time this system not at all you follow your own dagger and that's where we'll begin to learn the principles of honesty. So I think that we should embrace change.
We should embrace change. Salam Mustafa and Yatin Kano. Yeah, try to be in the piece 104.3. Na Yenya Bako Yao or Beam Menu and Yatin Kano CCA. Something Kwame Yamiches who did it. I say, hey, Chairman General Kufudia Massacre. It was hell for us at Eridek Hotel. And I say, oh no, Samson Yamiche, a collie, and a Kwesi Ajiman. So Kwesi Ajiman or Adam, right? So only Kwesi Ajiman, finally enough, that you didn't need Janano. Yes, she had Adam FM for jacket. And then, or Adam FM. Oh, the dangers of being a journalist. And yen Bibian account in Amuhun is I so winning. Na mekaipa Samson Kwame Nyameche, Kwesi Ajiman, Emmanuel Akoli, and I will be menu. So I done your hope poor hatch. Hey, you could not you come out. Say, Masuma reporter. I will Kufudia Redek or Koyawa Ma. They said, we Kufudia put your hair. Yardian, you know, we swim. Send us salam to him base when you know. There's a salam cracker home. Or count the end, sir.
Somebody will be a Tamalio.
Somebody himself. He told you, we're homeboy.
I'm going to be a minimum.
In the meantime, you're 20 minutes, so it's about 19 minutes at top of the hour. Peace 104.3. Ralph FFB, you'll see a friend Asso and pay Ichia Papa. Thank you very much for listening. Have a beautiful day. Obviously, where then in Kuala Lumpur, or say any babies with sharp teeth, babies with sharper thumbs, babies with sharper thumbs, and our cues. Anyway, Prof, any comments on that one? Into Gili say, yeah, the Ghana card with me solve our problem.
One thing with Ghana card, and they say, and they can say, your uncle for whatever purposes. They change their age. Openibia mete nasem. Sisi a ope pension ako. And so no one in fear kote so Ghana card no echere se on sumo pension ninti no. Ontimimko. Oja honso kwa onya the full entitlement.
Wabre.
They be anos.
When the man.
And these are what we are talking about. Ye betimi aye. Obi so akako force aye ne ho or the two kwan. Into a hako declare I and the name be your position or aware nuclear way, then in our Ghana card be facilitating a Afe onya access because worry the evidence has come. And no the ABCC near my pa. If you are here near the me, sure say baby be able to roll out our politicians be me a am I the be register? We will get there one day. Say a few crown no man yan to muna. Old type no crime. Yeah, sure say the conversation now. Last time I registered to about 2020 crown mandatory document crown. Over 70% use that one as their source document.
Yeah. 4
years down the line, are we saying we cannot do the 30% top up whilst the registration is even still ongoing? And yet, bibi na mo person mo debe ya agenda. And I'm this one then I think we should have allowed, but anyway the conversation is still going on. My position is that Obi Anko Ghana card ni bi otom never co register never co to aba and yes that's so man yan to so no problem we be con this but you be do baby Obi be rely on Ghana card. I know one day we'll get there.
Salamuni Merebi ahonfe be a friend Louisa Atta Ajiman.
Her Excellency.
Her Excellency Abem. Or semen country say you spoken well. Into Her Excellency Louisa Atta Ajiman,
or a co-chair for DUA.
The DUA. Yeah. I say, men can't trust say you spoken well.
That's it. She's a big woman.
Or a big woman. Hey, Louisa, a big woman. Into we are honored to cry so to me time. Send me a message. Me back Kokrokoo, baby. I said Kokrokoo, the memo 5 minutes from the area. Kwesi Reynolds in Agonodobing says, I think the issuance of Ghana card numbers to every newborn will eventually curb this age cheating when it comes to voting. It may not happen soon, but surely that period is on its way. Kwesi Reynolds in Agona Odobing. And then the difference between the NDC and the NPP is that the NPP makes suggestions, the NDC dictates to the EC. Abri in Takrade. Inko Joseph says, talking about your being menu, I miss his reporting skills and melodious voice. Well, thanks for refreshing our ears this morning while you heard from him. I agree with Prof. Most of the so-called polling stations or branch executives don't do anything special to help their respective parties. They're just waiting for elections to come for them to get money from the candidates. Godwin in La Paz. Nanan Ponsa Bediako says something different, but I'd like to put it out. Nanan Ponsa Bediako says, I led the road ministry. The contractor working on the Sakumono Beach Road left some concrete blocks on the inner portion of the road. Driving on that road at night is very dangerous, and there are no street lights there as well. Nanam Ponsa Bediako, thank you. We've read your message. I only hope that the authorities will take it up. How come the opposition always seems to have problems with the EC each time they make a move, yet suddenly become spokespersons of the same EC when in power? It beats my mind. Jomo Pokwase Festus sends that one. This one says, I'm listening to Kokrokoo live in Virginia, USA. My name is Kwame Boache. Good morning, Kwame Boache. Kwame says, and I love Professor Smart Sapong. Well, that's what his name is, Smart Dude. And so that's what it is. Okay. Tell Salam, acquire tough. And listen to his... And listen to his pros. It's Yasimika Salam. Acquire tough.
Mimperov.
There be a new free. Wait, Nana Okesin is even catch your.
That's right.
Or Simin catch your say acquire tough.
And when it sourced from Tamale.
Anyway, Prof.
Yes, sir.
Young Kokrokoo.
Good. Koko did it's an archive in just 5 minutes. Press conference no NDC you know. Any response a free Cocoa board CEO no ankasa ho. And names of one of the sister stations ne there are also a lot of rebatters near there. On the surface of the figures, there are figures be wo no more. Now I was expecting senka NDC for no be rebate.
Okay.
A dozen was social media so I'm sure say obia ehun bi. From 2000 and at the beginning of the 2000s ni mu adeba. I was thinking senka those figures would have informed the discussion. If you are here for 2009 about 2023 2024 season in terms of producer price per ton, if you are say 2009 2,400 and nay was 20,928. So yes na yasan la ya babeduno. I was expecting the press conference this year to address the figures and say they are wrong or right. Percentages no so year adino omuyusu no percentage of gross FOB price now mude adi and so a conversation. I was expecting say from 2009 na 63.1%, equal 68%, 71%. And only a here ton cocoa no amansan dwa so per ton no. Emu percentage say na ade ma farmer no. And one assembly no from 2009 no na abanya no wo ho e di mu 63% o ha mu nche mu aduasa mensa e na no de ma farmers e ba 68%, 71%, 76, 78 e ba ya 83%, 2017, 2018 83%, 76%, 66%, 85%, and ne e wo 82%. I was expecting say nka conversation be fiasia with querying these figures. So figures way enye debatable. So nya no na the source of the debate. Na say figures way correct there. And anybody me nua atoforsen. Ah be suggest say. In fact the suggestion so tie nie pa no the price no dey buy ni chese. Say ne ton no amansan dwaso yen fa sa ma farmer no. So and that will become I mean extreme politics. You know, say cocoa politics, no. A man for year pa.
Yeah.
Which are areas some dear politics, energy politics, cocoa politics, education politics. Yeah, but beko 2024 you cry the blackboard the beba me aka we understand. But Mr. Uncle Ato first is exaggerating.
Oh, the man.
Oh no, but how can you see intermediaries say cocoa? No, Brako I'm a cocoa farmer. I've been in the business for some time. Okay. Cocoa no free farm gator. Across about 5 intermediaries before it gets to its origin, the destination.
Really?
In Tibia, I call Switzerland and I baby a Ghana a title your cocoa. That or a destination na Konwa. A free farm gator intermediaries wo license buying companies wo say protect your quality control for and the best make sure say we be fine. Marketing for CMC for ebe make sure say Timiako ni destination ni then Cocoa board nankasa now supervise all these intermediaries no. Where would they get their cost from if we sell the cocoa and give all the 100% to the farmer?
Then we might as well shut cocoa board down.
So na nya no ane de no ofin na. Enti no if this is what we are getting from the cocoa, some part of it will have to be used to manage the entire process. And I'm saying your intermediary is 5. If somebody is suggesting that all the 100% should be given to the farmer. Yes, in politics you always try and be the best friend of the masses. But the data shows that there was nowhere, both NDC time and MPP time, and now 100% minina Emma farmers. And then 2009, 90 in the Waso, only 63.01% Emma farmer, and 82.78. 2010, about 68%, 71%, 78%. Mishemua, the highest so far, 85%, and no okay. 2020, 2021. NNA 82.20. Unless somebody raises a different discussion on the data, and yes, idea percentages here, there was nowhere Obima 100% of the gross FOB price or the farmer. Some percentages have always been withheld to manage the value chain, the actors on the value chain, the cocoa board itself, and Obia or Buama. Cocoa industry no etimijina. And that assumption is adi. But let me come to the second bit and land. The second bit ne say politics is Muslim by America say 2024 whoever will win will have to be smart. There were two groups of people. Say you also ne baby for matese omo bo so mani age. And they will be so and they say ebia na they are listening to the other side and they are beginning to think say and they jama buying SCC or Mwana bibi. I say no, and it is a recent election. That's why I refer to no. You say me graph beer. And then I can see me and then I contribute to any 14, but I can see me and memory research bring it out. I can see me and on near super womb assurance of cocoa price increase. It's on my laptop. Yes. I have the areas here on my map. The areas where the thing worked. It worked the percentage contribution of assurance of cocoa adeno. Now what I may refer to as enough and say at as enough they were assuring between 1,002 and 1,006 say omumuba. Do you get it?
And I could do 1,003.
That is why I'm making it. I'm doing my submission to the extent that almost say we move the mamu 800, almost see by 400. They should have given it to you not less than 1,002 or up to 1,006.
But there's some say 250.
I have the note here, so we wait. I have stars on it. NDC claims it is supposed to range between 1,002 and 1,006 per bag, but the MPP is giving it to you at 800, and they are keeping the balance. These are oral confessions. That's why I have exclamated them from researchers. I can point to the GPS location of where the data was picked.
Interesting.
So, if there is any price above what you were promising or within the range where you were promising,
this is it.
Do you get it? Now say no number. I best satisfy what perhaps you might have said as your best when you come to then you come and say
okay. Increased it to 2,800.
It is the cocoa.
So as enough is just a few months ago and change. So a few months ago, you were promising between 1,002 and 1,006. Now reality comes, and over 3 months, you are now going to 2,800 and something. Please, yes, I now say we just have to tell the farmers something. The second one, one of the highest, we are 22.6%. The next one, 11.2%. No, the message was that MPP government has no plan for farmers. And what I'm saying is that 22 plus 11, this is about 24% of the factors that contributed to their successful adventure in Asenof revolved around farmers. Sanka research here, Jumwa and Kabana, the party will have to sit. The other side, MPP will have to also sit and see what to do to counter this, because ABNI worked for them in Asenof. That's why they are keeping to it. My only problem is that in keeping to it, I'm saying where the uncle took too high. He should have been consistent with Numuka was enough, no. And I can point to where data was picked. He should have been consistent. And I go say, oh, you buy, you better mamu, ebia between 1002 and 1006. Nakama who say consistency because as enough is just 3 months away or say we enche bia 1002 to 2006 be jampia kwakosi 2000 and something. So now say you can so for a Obi can 5,000, I'm making 10,000, I'm making 10,000. Yes, going, go on. Me the
Anyway, 80 in summary, Prof. No.
In summary, Cocoa would always be used to do politics. But Mr. when the figures are there, let's be quite moderate with the figures.
Okay.
Let us not exaggerate in the interest of at least winning some. Yes, by now I can say there are some farmers who may be listening and thinking of how to decide based on what is being churned out. But the data and the reality has never supported the position that let's be moderate with the truth, Kakra, at least. Let's try and be moderate with the truth. We will tell some marginal lies somehow, but we have to try
marginal lies
to be moderate to the truth.
Marginal lies. Just say a truncating.
This one there, what they did yesterday was not marginal. It was gargantuan. Gargantuan lies.
Kwame, the NDC has always been disingenuous. The prices they are quoting profusely are spot prices. The price based on which the new price was announced is a forward price, which is lower than the current spot price the NDC is talking about. It is likely the farmers will see another increase, which will be partly determined by the current spot price. Also, the highest cocoa production since 2008 was recorded in 2020. And so it's also not true that Akufo-Addo government has performed poorly in cocoa production. Kwadwo Ahodo, Sheffield, UK. They say Professor Smart Sapon is using data like DMB, the next president of Ghana. Lord D from Tamale sends that one. With the cocoa price at the press conference, the chairman came out with 2,800. Eric Opoku also said 2,500. Are they serious? George in Kofodia. I leave it there. Nasa Salam, we only shake you.
Oh, Chairman General.
Only shake you.
Chairman General.
Yes.
Chairman General.
Yes.
The way that my people say fire power.
Oh, I would say.
Because Nyachum no does too much.
Into enemy my own fire. I would say no monsieur a running story.
I mean, wait, look. Some of the things are NDC for 80 million Okroma. I'm sure even the devil gets surprised.
Oh, really?
Yes. Hey, wait a minute, but
are you close to the devil to know that the devil will be surprised?
No, but when you look at what they are capable of doing, even the devil will not try it. Look, yesterday I listened to them for a while. Me drew pepper soup out of share for my own sanity. Let me go off because now transaction you see that this is the part of domination, the part of total distraction. Look, Prof, I'm not dating bebre, so let me be a bit.
Yes.
The highest production has been achieved under this government. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Yebo President Abaso. Nyame Shrano. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. May history remember him kindly. Together with the cocoa board, the leadership, and cocoa farmers. The
cocoa farmers, yes.
The biggest increase the NDC cumulatively in 8 years. From 2010 all the way till the last day they left office. Chairman General was 138 cities.
And at the point of 138 CDs, I'd like to sign off this morning's edition. Because if I leave this young man, this morning he's very close to the devil, because he says the devil will be surprised. If you are not playing with the devil, how would you know what will surprise him and what will not surprise him? So, Salam, I promise you that at our next meeting, so that when you are coming over the next time, bring the devil. I have a few questions to ask him.
Cocoa farmers are happy.
1 minute to 11 in the morning of Thursday, the 14th of September. Me too. Now it's exactly 11 in the morning. Favored Lily, good morning to you. You make me laugh. Samuel Brian Boabing, good morning. Mintina Sume Fidie Tutu. Mintina Sume Fidie Tutu. Mintina Namabosum Swejai. Esan is a mitua. Happy 50th birthday, Vera Nyadu Abekwe, from your siblings Ida, Mona, Eunice, your children Asha, Mami, friend Michael, the entire Kwanzaa team and Abekwe families. Welcome to Floor 5. Happy 50th, Vera Nyadu Abekwe. And to your summer 4, thank you very much for listening. Me too, I'm in for 4 minutes. I'm strong. This one says, one goes out to you, Ohene Nana Kofi Boateng Srebo of the Calvary Methodist Church Choir. Ohene Nana Kofi Boateng Srebo is from your dear wife Stella and the children to you. Happy birthday number 77. Maintain Asume Fidie Tutu. If I'm the reason why you're setting all these traps, abandon them. Master P in London, good morning. Thank you for listening. Manzaya, thank you very much for listening as well. You say a belated birthday wish to Reverend Jerry Ajimfra of Dansman Sakama Ramsey Presby. It's from Manzaya to you. This one says, I'm listening to you from Abidjan, Republic of Cote d'Ivoire. Oh, that's nice. Good morning to you. Maintain us me fidie tutu. Me too, I'm in for 4 minutes. I'm strength. When I'm sure I'm reminding you that the next news broadcast is at 12. Make way for Kofi Kumbilson. Wishing that your day will be blessed. Asking you to keep your dreams and hopes alive is all you have. And entreating you, when you stop to say a prayer, remember to say one for me too. God bless. Good morning.